for the ongoing saga of Kyrie Irving.
Yeah,
the Nets have taken
your
your advice, Wilbon. They put Irving on ice. They say he cannot play or practice with the team until he is eligible for full-time activity, which means either he gets the COVID vaccine or the rules in New York City change. Wilbon, is this the right move for the Nets?
You know, I think it's the right move. Because when we first talked about this, I said put him on ice. Put him on ice. Keep him at arm's length. You don't need him. I'm sorry, you got two Hall of Fame first ballot players out there in Kevin Durant and James Harden, and you got a supporting cast that looks really impressive. And what you don't need is the drama from a toxic Kyrie Irving. You don't need that. And so, Tony, when Sean Marks and his staff were discussing this, people shouldn't act like Kevin Durant and James Harden weren't part of the consideration here. Of course they were. You don't have this. Football is not basketball. You don't have these kinds of decisions made in professional basketball in today's NBA where you're not consulting your stars who by virtue of salary alone are your partners, and they are partners in terms of the labor as well. So they're doing the right thing as far as I'm concerned. The question is, how long before Kyrie Irving says, you know what, I'm not going to lose like $1 million an hour. Let me take an injection in my arm.
So let me get back to what you just said, because over the last week or so, I have paid attention to what Kevin Durant and James Harden said. And both of them seem to indicate that they want Kyrie Irving on this team, that the three of them are in this together.
Of course they do.
But there was a report of a meeting between the owner and the general manager and Harden and Durant.
Yeah.
They would not, Mike, have come to this solution if Durant and Harden were not on board with it. I don't know what they're going to say publicly, but they had to be on board with it. Kyrie Irving is entitled to his beliefs. If he wants to believe the earth is flat, go ahead. If you don't want to get a COVID vaccination, go ahead. Okay, you can do that if you want, but you should be a golfer or a tennis player. You should be by yourself. You should be in an individual sport because you have no regard whatsoever for the team ethic. If you want to play with your teammates, there are certain sacrifices that have to be made, and one of them is to get this vaccine. Now, I think he will get it. I think he'll want to play, and I think he will get it. But all he cares about is his worldview. It's like he says, I'm so smart, and the rest of you are sheep. So we'll just do what I want. On a team, you can't just do what one person wants. You can't.
In the 15 seconds since the bell rang to end that discussion, Kyrie just lost $1.5 million. Okay? So every time he takes a breath, $1 million escapes out of his body. How long is he going to do that? If we just consider that part of the equation, not to mention the team part, and you're right, they can win a championship. I think they can win without him. You know he's selfishly thinking they can't, at least for now.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.